Today we're going to talk about substitutions. I did this video yesterday, but I did it while I was writing on the board and all you could see was my back. So I thought I'd just redo it. And there are a lot of things you can replace, and so you just improvise. And here are some of my suggestions. For 1 teaspoon of baking powder, you can use a 1/4 teaspoon of soda plus 1/2 teaspoon of cream of tartar. And then for breadcrumbs, 1/4 cup of dry equals 1 slice, and 1/2 cup of soft breadcrumbs equals 1 slice. For 1 cup of butter, you can replace it with 1/7 cup of oil, or lard, or shortening. Chocolate, 1 square, is equal to 3 tablespoons cocoa and 1 tablespoon of fat. I've used that one quite often. Coffee, 1/2 cup strong, is the same as 1/2 cup of water plus 1 teaspoon of instant coffee. Cracker crumbs, 3/4 cup, is the same as 1 cup of breadcrumbs. Now if you're using flour for thickening, 1 tablespoon of flour is equal to 1½ teaspoons of cornstarch, or 2 teaspoons of tapioca or potato starch or arrowroot powder. All-purpose flour, 1 cup, is equal to 1 cup plus 2 tablespoons of cake flour. To make your own self-rising flour, for 1 cup, use 1 cup all-purpose plus 1 3/4 teaspoon baking powder plus 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Garlic, sometimes you don't have fresh, 1 clove is equal to 1/4 teaspoon powdered, 1 teaspoon of garlic salt, but reduce your salt in your recipe, or 1 teaspoon of minced garlic from a jar. I do keep some on hand for emergencies. Ginger, 1 tablespoon of fresh is equivalent to 1 teaspoon of powdered. Herbs, 1 tablespoon fresh is equal to 1 teaspoon crushed, dried, or 2/3 teaspoon powdered. Mushrooms, 6 ounces of canned and drained is the same as 8 ounces or 1/2 pound of fresh. Mustard, 1 tablespoon prepared, is equal to 1 teaspoon of dry. Lemon juice, 1 teaspoon is equal to 1/2 teaspoon of vinegar, as long as you're not making lemon loaf. Brown sugar, 1 cup of white plus 2 tablespoons of molasses is how I make my brown sugar, as I don't always buy it unless it's on sale. Sugar, 1 cup is equivalent to 3/4 cup honey, molasses, corn syrup, or maple syrup, but make sure you reduce your liquid in the recipe by 1/4 cup. I do have other videos of egg substitutions and milk substitutions, but I remember another one for eggs that I used to use when my kids were young. We used to use around a tablespoon of mayonnaise to replace an egg, and it worked out just fine in our recipes. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, subscribe to my channel, watch the other videos on substitutions or my recipes that I have on my channel, and I'll see you next time for a new video.